So what is up, everybody? Welcome back, and I'm going to pre-apologize in case you hear any banging noises. They are literally remodeling a house on the other side of this wall. And also for my nasally voice, because I have been hit with some crazy nasal infection for the past week or so. And I'm finally getting to work and start moving around and doing stuff again. So before us, we have the TF2 again. Oh, there goes Kakashi. But I put these red springs on it last time, and when I did that, I noticed that we had a land anchor hanging down below it for a transmission mount. And I think the red springs are coming back off. And I think I know why you can't really find them anywhere. I don't know how well you can see from the camera from there, but they literally have buckle marks throughout them. Like right there's one where the spring is actually buckled the opposite direction and put like a crease in it. And the only place I have driven this is on my backyard crawler course, the one time I did the video on it. And it did that much damage to those springs. And as you can see when it sets, I mean, there's no suspension when it sets. It's sitting literally down on the axles. So those springs have absolutely zero use as a spring. They're just kind of a flimsy piece of metal that's kind of staying between there. So I think that's why you can't find these. They just made them because look how thin that is. And it doesn't bend back to its normal shape. Now that I did that, there's a crease right there. So I don't think it's very good spring steel, or it's just way too thin. But those are going to have to come back off, and we'll have to put the trusty stock ones back on for now. But with our land anchor, you guys did awesome in the comments. You gave me a lot of great ideas for places to get a new transmission mount for this thing. But what I came up with is, I'm cheap, so I thought, let's try the free route first. So I hopped on Yegi.com, and they do, you can just surf that site for 3D prints. And you can find a lot of free ones. And I was thinking, you know, the TF2's been around for a while. There's probably, it's pretty popular. There's probably been somebody who's done something. And sure enough, here we go. I found this file on there. I'll be honest, it was in the middle of the night, and I did not write the file name down as far as what the who was the creator of the file. But if you get on Yegi and just type in TF2, it'll come right up. So this one was on there, and I fired up one of my printers, printed out in like an hour and 20 minutes. And it is meant to mount here and here. Take this mount out. And then look how much more low profile this should sit. Now hopefully there's no issues during the install. I don't think there will be. But so what I'm going to do is unbolt this thing, because I mean, it is literally shaped in the shape of a shovel. Kind of a strange design. But there's a bolt on the inside and bolt on the outside. So I'll undo that skid plate and take out these two bolts here. Mount it up into the new 3D printed one. Alright, so I have the old springs back in, and look at these red springs. They are just whopper-jawed. This is after driving on them one time. That one's not too horrible. Yeah, this is the one that's got the big bend in it. There's an actual crease right here. And so we're done with those. I'd like to find a spring somewhere between these and what's on it, but oh, look, suspension again. And I've removed our transmission mount, and here's the new one. You can see just how much lower we're going to be able to get with this new one. So I'm going to get that mounted up and see how it goes. I just printed this out of PLA. So hopefully it should hold up okay. If not, I'll move to PETG later, but I just had PLA laying around, so I use that. I'm going to get that mounted up, and we'll have another look at it and run this thing on the course and see if we can hit some spots we couldn't, which is pretty much anything that has a crest. Alright everybody, so you can see that these holes do not line up with this transfer case from either side. But that is okay, because I will not be deterred.
I will find a way to mount this up. I'll probably just drill a new screw hole there and put a little piece of plate in and call it a day, because it fits down in the sides just fine. I can get screws in there. I can get screws in there. I think I can make this work one way or another. All right, everybody. It is not pretty. It is not professional, but it is done. I ended up taking a little piece of aluminum and drilling 2 holes through it and sandwiching between these plates to make it fit. And then after raising it, it did rub on the battery tray. So I added a couple of spacers on each side. And we're, I think, pretty good to go. It isn't pretty, but I think it might be effective. So, modded, unmodded, modded again, fabbed together out of this and that. Probably would have been easier just to buy one, but it's free and I didn't have anything to do today. So let's get a battery in this thing and see if it actually crawls. All right, here we are out at the crawler course. It is together, it is moving. And, you know, this is a TF2. I am not expecting miracles out of it. It is a trail truck primarily, but I would like it to at least be doing the simple things, like making it over humps. Oh, we're getting somewhere. So yeah, we couldn't do this bridge before because once we got over the crest and went to come down the other side, the transmission would hang up. As soon as we go to dip down, the transmission would hang up. So let's see. Oh, it can do it. We are already better than we were. So this whole situation was kind of a pain in the butt, but if it's able to make this thing crawl halfway decent, that was worth it. All right, cool. Move to the other side. All right, come on down the other side here. I have to do like a couple point turn to get around this way. It looks like going over the flexi section. Oh, that transmission isn't hanging up. Now, I do not recommend going this route of a mod to anybody. It was definitely a throw together, put this piece with that piece until things finally lined up situation. It probably would be much easier for you just to go buy one or find a different file. I think what happened with this one was it was actually a file for like a long wheelbase, and this is not. Now, I do not, I'd be very surprised if it climbs up this. If it does, that's awesome. But, oh my. It already made it up further than I thought it would. Uh-oh. That board that the rear tires are getting on is super slick. So you can't catch traction on that board. If you can kind of throttle your way past it, you can usually get up there, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it with this TF2. Oh, it was so close. No. Oh, no, no. I don't think that's going to work. We'll go somewhere else. All right, we'll take the longer way around. I tell you, the small wheel and not having a whole lot of weight on the lower end makes it a lot more of a challenge on top of the leaf springs. I think that's kind of why I like this truck, because it's not because it's a great driving truck. I mean, they're okay. They definitely need a lot of work, but it's that challenge. I've been driving crawlers for a long time, and the small wheel with the leaf springs and having to struggle a bit kind of makes it more fun. Now, before we couldn't make it over this, I got caught on the center hump. Right over it, no problems. Awesome. And we couldn't even go down. And also, we couldn't make it up this side before we got to the top, and it got stuck again. Okay, cool. It made it up there. It even made it over the logs? Awesome. Excellent. Let me get repositioned. I brought a ladder out here that I keep out here now so I can get up here and film this upper section because it reaches 7 foot in the middle. I was saying, this was a real experience trying to get this done out of what I had laying around, but we're there. I'm very happy. Can you do it? Can you go over Sky Bridge? We're playing with fire up here. This is the crest, 7 feet. We gotta put a little more bracing up on this part to make it a little bit more steady, but still really cool. All right, let me get down and get it from the other side. Come down without flipping. I'm close enough I can catch it. All right. And I don't know if the wheelbase is wide enough to do the fire hose or not. Oh no, that'd be really pushing it. Yeah, but I know you guys want me to push it, so let's see what happens. All right. And I'm going to stop right there. It doesn't get any better than that. You can see, even though it's kind of a botched job, that is so much more clearance. This is an actual drivable truck now. I can take it out. I can have fun with it, and that's the important part. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, on my mod again, but finally got it right. So we're up and running, and things are great. Have a good one, everybody. Catch you on the next video.